Good evening. In the world of film and theater, few performances have captured both critics and audiences like Jessie Buckley's latest role in Hamnet. Often described as the acting world's best-kept secret, Buckley brings a striking blend of fire and tenderness to her portrayal of Anne Hathaway, the wife of William Shakespeare, in this evocative adaptation of Maggie O'Farrell's novel. Oscar-nominated for previous work, Buckley now commands attention with a performance that balances raw emotional depth with delicate nuance. Her portrayal navigates the joys and sorrows of marriage, creativity, and loss, giving viewers an intimate look into a woman often overshadowed by her famous husband. In an exclusive conversation with CBS's Seth Doane, Buckley discusses the catharsis of acting, the dynamics of working with co-star Paul Mescal, and the ways she prepares for emotionally demanding roles. Hamnet is not just a story about Shakespeare's family, but a deeply human exploration of grief, resilience, and the fragility of life. Buckley, who has long impressed audiences with her versatility, reveals that embodying Anne Hathaway required more than technical skill. It demanded emotional immersion. There's a release that comes with stepping into someone else's pain, someone else's love, and bringing it to life, Buckley explains. Her approach emphasizes empathy, allowing her to inhabit both the fiery assertiveness and the quiet tenderness of Hathaway's character. This duality, critics say, is what elevates her performance from competent to mesmerizing. Working alongside Paul Mescal, whose portrayal of Hamlet's father, William Shakespeare, is equally compelling, Buckley notes that on-screen chemistry emerges from a profound understanding of the characters' internal worlds and their shared history. Buckley's dedication to her craft extends beyond emotional preparation. She meticulously researches historical context, familial dynamics, and the subtle social constraints of 16th century England. You have to respect the era, but also make it human and relatable, she says. Her performance reflects this balance. Moments of quiet vulnerability punctuate flashes of boldness, giving Anne Hathaway a presence that feels fully realized, not merely written onto the page. The actress also emphasizes collaboration, highlighting the importance of dialogue with directors, co-stars, and the creative team in shaping authentic interactions. For Buckley, the role of Anne Hathaway is transformative, allowing her to explore the intersections of love, creativity, and personal sacrifice, a challenge she embraces wholeheartedly. The critical response to Buckley's portrayal has been overwhelmingly positive, with reviewers noting her ability to navigate intense emotional landscapes while maintaining subtlety and nuance. Beyond Hamnet, Buckley continues to take on roles that challenge conventional expectations, including her upcoming film The Bride, in which she portrays the mate of Frankenstein's monster. There's something incredibly freeing about playing characters that exist in extremes. Love, rage, vulnerability, she tells Doane. For audiences, Buckley represents a rare combination, a performer whose emotional honesty feels immediate and genuine, yet whose craft is meticulously honed. As conversations around her career intensify, it seems likely that this performance in Hamnet will cement her status as one of the most compelling actresses of her generation. Jessie Buckley emphasizes that Hamnet is not only a period drama, but also a deeply personal story about human connection. She explains that the process of embodying Anne Hathaway required confronting both joy and despair in equal measure. Playing someone whose life is so intertwined with loss forces you to examine your own emotional responses, she says. Buckley's commitment to authenticity extends to physicality and voice, capturing the mannerisms, rhythm, and presence of a woman navigating a complex domestic and social landscape. Her interactions with Paul Mescal, portraying Shakespeare, are charged with subtle tension, intimacy, and mutual understanding, creating a believable depiction of a partnership forged by love, creativity, and shared vulnerability. Audiences are drawn into the story not merely as observers, but as witnesses to a living, breathing marriage on screen. The chemistry between Buckley and Mescal is a central element of Hamnet's success. Buckley describes their working relationship as collaborative, grounded in mutual respect and emotional honesty. "You have to listen as much as you speak," she explains. The actors spent extensive time discussing their characters' inner lives, motivations, and responses to tragedy, ensuring every glance, gesture, and word carried weight. Buckley also highlights the importance of subtlety, noting that moments of quiet reaction can communicate as much as dramatic monologues. Critics have praised the pair for this dynamic, noting that their connection brings historical figures to life with remarkable intimacy. In an era where historical adaptations often prioritize spectacle, Buckley and Mescal's approach emphasizes emotional truth, drawing audiences into the everyday realities of love, loss, and resilience in Shakespeare's world. Beyond Hamnet, Jessie Buckley continues to select roles that challenge conventional storytelling. In her upcoming project, The Bride, she explores the complex psychology of Frankenstein's mate, a character historically overshadowed by the male protagonist. "I'm drawn to roles that demand courage," she explains, "where you can explore extremes of emotion and vulnerability, while finding moments of humanity and grace." Buckley's dedication to understanding the inner workings of her characters has earned her a reputation for depth, precision, and emotional honesty. Whether portraying historical figures, literary adaptations, or fantastical creations, she consistently brings intelligence, empathy, and commitment to her performances, which critics argue is redefining expectations for contemporary actors in both film and theater. Ultimately, Jessie Buckley's work in Hamnet cements her status as a rare talent, capable of merging intensity with subtlety, fire with tenderness. Her performances challenge audiences to look beyond the surface of familiar stories, revealing the humanity at the heart of history and literature. Through meticulous preparation, emotional immersion, and collaborative artistry, Buckley transforms Anne Hathaway into a character both historically grounded and vibrantly alive. As she continues to take on daring and unconventional roles, her career trajectory signals that the world may finally recognize the best-kept secret of acting. For viewers and critics alike, Hamnet is not merely a film. It is an opportunity to witness one of the most compelling performers of her generation bring heart, intellect, and depth to the screen.